very, very nice trap. So king h1.
But king h1, what a move. Just stepping out of all the checks on f4, any knight moves.
Wesley is about to lose this, to be honest, because how do you defend against rook e2? How do you defend against queen h7? And once again, we go back to this moment when he played this h5.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, but the game between Richard Rapport and Radoslav Wojciech has officially ended in a draw, meaning that Rapport will advance to the semifinals, playing against Nakamura. We will be here tomorrow to join the action.
Yeah, this is gonna be fantastic. And Rapport has made an amazing job to come back from literally nothing. He was so close, just sitting on a 50% score, and somehow he made it even worse. It was something like -1. He came back, and a miracle.
In a 6-round tournament, this is not easy.
Yeah, and now he confidently beat Wojciech in the tiebreaks.
Very, very confidently, for sure.
But the question is, what is Wesley supposed to do here? There's just no moves. I mean, what do you play here? There's rook e2, rook g4, knight h4, rook h4. That's it. g6.
Rook takes h5. Rook takes h5. I can see this tactic. Woo!
Dominguez qualifies. Dominguez meets in the semifinal against Levon Aroni, and Wesley so is out.
Wow, and what a game. You know, when you're Leiner Dominguez, you lost in this variation against Wesley, so in the classical portion, but now making this comeback in this complex structure.
And joining me in the press conference, the last interview of the day, Grandmaster Wesley So, Grandmaster Leiner Dominguez just finished their, I would say, epic tiebreak with a very exciting second game. Wesley, give us your take on the first game first. You played with white. This queenless ending in the queen's gambit. It could be tricky if black doesn't defend it well. Give me your take on that game, the first game.
Oh yeah. First of all, yes, unfortunately, this tiebreak didn't go any further. It's just 2 games, so it's very short. Accidents happen. And so I knew coming today anything could happen. Probably it's a 50-50 chance, and Leiner is very dangerous in the opening. So I didn't really prepare that much in the opening because you get too tired. So just decided to play whatever. I was hoping I would get a little something this endgame, but I played this line against Leiner 2 or 3 times already and got nothing every single time. So, and this game also I didn't get much, but I wasn't particularly worried. The crucial was the second game when I had black. Leiner is very dangerous, so in the opening, so I wasn't really sure what to play. I opted for this line c6 and f6, which I had taken a bit look at, but it looks very dubious actually over the board. So maybe I should have just played what I played the other day, which was e takes d4. I'm not so sure where I made a mistake, but the position got quite difficult. My pawn structure was very vulnerable, and yeah, and I thought I had some tricks, but in the end I just missed this move king h1, which was totally winning because after king h1, rook f3, I forgot he has rook e8 and checkmate. So yeah, life happens. I'm not sure where I made the mistake in the second game, but
okay. Leiner, first of all, congratulations for the victory. The first game, playing with black against Wesley, I'm sure you were quite happy when the game ended in a draw. Were you expecting this ending in the first game, or something more aggressive from Wesley?
I wasn't really thinking too much about the opening because these 15 minutes games are always decided in some kind of middle game position. I mean, you make mistakes, you get a bad position, maybe, and then you survive. Or I mean, it's all about the calculation skills and your overall form in that particular day. So I decided to rest, and I knew that Wesley could play the endgame because we already played the same line a few times, and it's a bit dangerous. But I think I was probably very, very slightly worse as usual in these positions at some point, but maybe nothing special. And I think after I was able to trade all the pieces on c5, maybe it got just much easier to defend.
And the second game, in some sense, it was similar to the game you played here. At least the pawn structure was slightly similar. And also you play Queen G3, offering a Queen exchange. It's a fun statistic compared to the first game. At one point, did you think that the game was definitely going your way?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, I knew that my position was promising, maybe even clearly better, because his pawns are really weak and somehow all my pieces are well placed. But again, I had no time. I had very little time, and it's clear that with just one move, you can spoil everything. So I wasn't really thinking too much about the result. I mean, I knew I had chances, but I was trying to just find some moves. And okay, after finding this King H1, I think I deserve to qualify because it's such a difficult move. In fact, I was lucky because I thought that I have Rook E2 and I missed Knight E1, which actually wins for black.
So at that point, you didn't see very clearly that you were going to win the game?
I mean, I saw King H1 at the last moment. I think I played with a few seconds. So
well, both of you were very on time, that is true.
Leiner had 10 seconds and you were almost touching the rook.
I actually
and
saw
I was
you
praying.
do something, a very strange move. Yes.
I could keep playing.
So that's why it was very exciting. Last question.
I think my best chance really to qualify for next one was my game against Pentala. I mean, I saw the winning move, like I have a few winning moves, but I just decided to play something better, like A4, and then totally missing this Queen D7. I think it's very, very impressive how Leiner didn't falter after losing against me with white, the classical game, and he won the next two games with black and with white, which I wasn't really expecting. So it's a really well-deserved performance. But yeah, I think my best chance was yesterday, because today anything could have happened.
One last question for Wesley. You're playing the second leg, if I'm not mistaken, the third leg.
Yeah,
would you be staying around, or are you thinking of going back and then coming? What are your plans? And what can you take away from this tournament to improve even more in your play for the third leg?
Yeah, no, I think I played very decently in this tournament. Other than last game against Hare Krishna, I really didn't miss any chances. Like I see as much chance as I could in each game. So I think I'm quite pleased with my play in the classical games, but obviously that missed chance, and I have to go home, which is not ideal. But that's what chess is. You train so hard, and then everything really depends on that crucial few seconds of decision making that determines what's gonna happen in your tournament. And so that's why you gotta keep training and try to keep getting better, because you know that accidents are gonna happen sooner or later. Blunders are gonna happen. So what you do is you try to minimize them as much as possible. And I think I'm trying to do that. But my next tournament is in Berlin, over the board, but still a couple months away. So I'm gonna go back home, gonna train. There's some online chess tournaments. I might stay in Berlin for a few days. I think there's an online tournament chess.com tomorrow. And then try to change my ticket and then fly back and try to, for my next tournament, I think I should be in better physical shape and also in better mental shape.
Okay. Leiner, last question for you. We'll see you tomorrow facing Levon Aronian, your new teammate in the Olympia team. I suspect you've played many games with Levon before. How's your score with him, and how do you rate or assess this semi-final match with Aronian, although I understand you haven't had much time to think about it yet?
Yes, so of course a very tough match, but that's what you should expect at this stage in the tournament. Levon is a very strong player, very interesting and very challenging to play him always. But yeah, as you said, I have to calm down a bit, because it feels a bit surreal after losing the classical game against Wesley. I felt that I'll go home by Saturday, and I was able to make a comeback. So it took a lot of energy. So I'll try to get some rest and let that settle, and then I'll think about the next match.
Okay, thanks
Thank you.
both of you for coming, and good luck in future tournaments, and good luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, good.